Hello, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and welcome to Introduction to Business 121, offered online strictly by the College of Lake County. Today we're going to be this is just going to be a 15-minute quick overview what's required for your homework assignments and just a little connection to bring that personal face into your online experience, similar to what would we be doing in business, trying to connect with our customers through e-commerce. Okay, so what we're going to be doing this week, we're going to be chapter 16 is going to be promotions. We have a whole YouTube on that, but let me just talk a little bit about the discussion boards because I think that's what I wanted to discuss before we go into our what's required for this week and how you did last week. The discussion boards, I want you to look, not only does it meet the College of Lake County's requirements for writing across the curriculums, because remember, discussion board, you're actually typing in, you're writing and communicating. But I don't want you to look at it as a homework assignment, as a chore. I want you to look at it as a way of improving on one's own skills. How do I talk to customers? How do I talk to my teammates or my other workers, or how do I talk within a network that I'm trying to either help my own business or find out some information about my customers. So utilize the discussion boards as a way of you asking questions, utilizing business terms and concepts, and as a way to connect with other people. Remember, it's different when I'm talking to you now. I'm talking one way. I assume I see someone through this camera that I'm recording, but I don't see your facial expression. I don't see you going, yeah, there he goes again. I don't see any of these, yes, I'm listening, yes, I don't, know. All those nonverbal cues that we've learned in communications. I don't see that, but I pick up on your tone within how I, am I bolding? If I bold a whole sentence, that means I'm shouting at you. There's certain things that I try to pick up in your communication. So what I'm trying to do in the discussion boards, when I ask questions, pick up, talk to people, see how they respond back to you. Just like you would be talking, send something to the customer. Will he or she respond back to me? Is he upset? I don't have the nonverbal. Maybe I should, instead of just talking to him or her online, say, hey, give me a call or go on FaceTime. I mean, I got FaceTime or Skype, and I could actually talk to the customer still from my office, still on the telephone, but see his or her verbal communication. So look at this as a way of developing one's own communication and writing style. Remember, how you're going to write the major paper that we're going to be talking about in the second forum is a little different than when I'm communicating to somebody in an email. I don't want to be too stuffy or they'll never respond to me. It's kind of a controlled, casual conversation. So the discussion board's in the same kind of a light. Look at it that way. Hey, how do I type to George? If no one's responding to you, just like in business, you try to get customers, or we talk about promotion in this chapter, how to get customers to at least look at my product, at least contact me about my product, at least try my product. What's going to happen? So in the discussion board, if I pull something and no one comes back to me, what's wrong? Maybe in the subject area, I should pull something that's going to get somebody's attention. Remember, I let you free to stand in that subject area. Another thing, when you're posting a form, until someone replies, you have the ability to edit your posting. So once you post it, look at it, see what it says. Oh man, I didn't change it. No one replied yet. You just posted. You put a new thread to my question. So change it and going. And same thing going forward when you reply. As long as no one replied or looked at it, you have the ability to change it. But once someone looks at it, it's over. If you said something inappropriately or if you made a mistake, that's there everyone sees it. The thing you have to understand in the discussion board, just like I'm talking to you now, sometimes I'm not using full sentences. Sometimes it sounds like, well, where's he at? He's going from one topic to the other. So, you know what I mean? But I'm controlling it. So the discussion board is a casual conversation. It's not like a formal paper. When you do the formal paper that we're going to be discussing and you turn it in, your formal paper should be read, proofread, no errors, you have grammar check, you have all these other things before you do it. When I'm talking to you now, once I say it or once I send that send button or reply button in the discussion board, it's out there. So you have to be a little more conscious before you said it. Look at it, proofread it a little bit, and go for it. Okay? And but what I want to say, sometimes in the discussion boards, you may use the wrong there. Instead of you may use the wrong tense. That's okay. Most people understand. It's like a casual conversation. We don't mind that, but not too many, because then otherwise it becomes noise in the communication process. One or two is fine. Okay. So let's go down. That's what we have. Week 9, you did pretty good. We talked about pricing. Right now, I just want you to start talking. What kind of pricing? Most of you did very well in the discussion board using the concept and everything else. Make sure you save that into your file that you're creating for your working file for your formal paper. So when I'm looking at pricing, when we're going to be talking in a couple weeks after spring break, you're going to be talking about pricing your product, because you're going to be coming up with the accounting. You're going to look at your break even, your expenses, and what you think, how many customers are going to come in, and what's an average pricing. Just put that in the back of your mind. And developing the utilities, most of you selected. Remember, in business, you're utilizing all 6 of the utilities, but some have a little more importance. If I want something right now, I'm going to go into the store, because I want to pick that up right now. I may look at online as a utility for information, just to find something else, but I'm going to go into the store to basically buy the product. But if I could wait, I'm going to go online, because I got a little time. I don't have to go to the store, take my time, because utilities time. I got to go wait in line. I got to drive there, gas, and everything else. That's all costing me. I'd rather wait. I'm not in a hurry. I'll wait in 2 days. Amazon on Prime for one. Google is going to try to come into that pretty soon. But Amazon Prime, most of us know about that. I get it in 2 days. They'll deliver. Saturday, Sunday doesn't make a difference. I'll have it there as long as I'm a service member, and I get it at a lower cost, and I can maybe return it to any store. So remember, you're looking at the utilities. You did well in that. And now when you're looking at the price and utilities, let's go into this chapter. This chapter we're going to do about promotional tools. And remember, there's a full, what are we going to have? You're going to have 2 aspects in this chapter. You have only one chapter, and it's going to be you'll learn smart, and it's due by, I think, by Saturday, so you do that. Okay, you have a promotional homework. Remember, I'm trying to get you to do your homework right, and what you submit to me as a promotional homework is the same questions you're going to be asking in your form. I'm not trying to make you do double work. I'm trying to take one aspect. Here's your promotional tools. How are you going to get customers to come to my business? What media I'm going to utilize? Why I selected this media? Where is it going to be distributed? And what time or when? And so you're going to look at that. You're going to select 3 promotional medias, and one's going to be your number one. This is the one I'm going to spend most of the money. Then I'm going to utilize maybe social media or something else, or a different way to get customers to come into, a billboard. Something may not be expensive as if I would do a radio ad, or if I would do a TV ad. TV ad, depending on it, it's costly. But even TV ads, when you're looking at it, trying to find out some information by doing some research, your market research, after you read in this section here, you made your paper, my requirements. So you're going to go in and you do some research. And, you got Comcast, you got DirecTV and all that. Before, when you would advertise in the television, it would advertise to the whole United States or whole region. Now, because of DirecTV, Comcast, or other internet cable providers, I could just get it for Lake Zurich or Grays Lake or Waukegan area. Very specific, because the people who subscribe, they already know you're in the Lake Zurich area. You're not going to drive all the way, maybe to Chicago, but you may not drive all the way to Indiana. So let's just get it into these zip codes that you would be able to, when you do a Google search, these are the zip codes going to come out that's going to be closer to you, that if you want some type of a service. Okay, so that cost has been reduced, because now it's going to be very niche specific to what zip code. And that's what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me identify 3 promotional tools for your products, right? These are these are the forms. You're going to have 2 forms and 1 open form on your paper. So let's just click on this real quickly. That's the main thing. Okay, you're going to come in here in your form, exactly what you've done. Remember, I'm going to come back in here in my week 9. What you submitted for me in your homework assignment is the Word document. It's everything else. This is the paper. So do this first. I've given you to Tuesday on the form. Look at this. Where am I going to open up? What's my thing? How am I going to get customers into my business? Remember, you did a SWOT analysis last week or the week prior. Strength, weakness, and opportunity. Take one of your strengths, try to find out your competitor's weakness, or if there's no competitors, so your strength. What's going to make a customer or clientele look at your product coming in? So that's the strength. It's going to be your marketing campaign. We've talked about a little bit about that in marketing in chapter 13. This is going to be the campaign, and my campaign is going to be awareness. Or my campaigns, I want to get so many customers to try this product line, or this new product, or walk into my store, or at least get my campaign maybe awareness. So that means I'm trying to collect how many what do you call it? Either iPhone, either what do you call it? Your email account addresses, or your iPhone phone numbers, or through an app, so I could get your information, so I could send you other promotional campaigns. And how do I know you're looking at them? When I send a promotional campaign, I send it in the Daily Herald, and I have a coupon. Bring this coupon in. So now I know the media instrument, the Daily Herald. I'm just making that up, or Google, or social media, or Facebook, or something else that I'm spending money on by their promotional. That's a good media to get clients in. Because if I'm spending money at let's say the Daily Herald, and here's the ad, the coupon, you bring it in to get a discount, or whatever, or buy one get one free, or some kind of, or get a free product, or something to try. When I come in there, here's the coupon, Daily Herald, how many customers came in. Even though they came in, at least they came in, so I know that that demographic is actually looking at that. I got the right demographic media for the customers I'm trying to come into my store. Because they're coming in with the coupon from the Daily Herald. If I got the Daily Herald spent on the money, and all of a sudden I got one or two, I go, wait a minute. And now I got another one through, let's say, YouTube, or through Google advertising, or some of the other ones, or Amazon Prime, because they're selling my products through that thing. I'm going, hey, why spend the money here? Utilize it here. I get more return on my investment for my advertising, for my promotion. Or maybe with Amazon Prime I'm getting enough. I don't have to advertise, because I pay a little bit more, and when somebody comes in looking for a product similar, I'm at the top, because I'm one of their premier advertisers, or whatever, and that generates more money. So if it generates more customers, I have two things. I could open up other markets, or I could reduce my price and still generate more, because this is the media that the target customer I'm looking for are utilizing. So you're going to find me through in that area, and you're going to write this up. And now when you write this up, I want you to look at your major paper requirement. This will fit in underneath your promotional marketing campaign. So you already have that. Remember, already open up a file, George's hot dog stand, put the 7 headers in there, boom, 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 and then just throw this in there, just like you'll be cooking. I'm getting it ready. Put it into that basket, put it into that header. And then when you're at the end, when you're ready to write the paper, you have all the parts there. You just got to make it like an editor. You're making it flow, making it all come together smoothly and written at a college level. Okay, so you write this, and now after you finish this and you write it, and remember, here's how to submit the homework, but you submit it here. So you go in here, and you're going to find the Word document. Remember how I told you real quickly? Here it is, and you're going to browse my computer, and then you're going to find something in here. I don't have anything. Let me see, maybe I'll have team exercises. I got something. Here's a Word document. I see it's got a Word doc. I put it on here, and now I have it. Attach it, browse my computer. You have to agree, because I'm getting you ready for your final paper. It's going to go checking through plagiarism. Don't worry about it. And I have it open so everyone could see as a plagiarist if you plagiarize. If you've taken some information in your paper and you quoted it verbatim and you cited it properly, it'll show that, no problem. Okay? Here, remember, here's my document. It's all in here. Here's my document, right? My team document shows me what I'm going to do. Here I write my comments. Hi. Hello. Oops, hello. Hello, Dr. George. Enjoy this class and enjoy and hope you like my write-up. Oop. Write-up. We got spell check. George the student. George the student. Okay, to know myself. I can't do everything else. Okay, and then you submit it, and that's it. Submit it, and you're done. And now it's all done. Submission assignment is not saved. Okay, and I can't really save it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Because I can't do nothing because I'm an instructor. Are we good? So we have this. We're finished, and now you're done. And then you go back to your homework assignment. You go to your weekly assignment, and remember you'll be open by Sunday. And then you go in here. So that's done. 10 points. Now you're building your paper. I want you, so when you have your paper, I'm looking here 150 words to 200, about a half a page. Write in the full sentences, write in the full paragraph, because this will be later on. The less you write, the more you write now, the less you have to write when you do your final paper. It's a requirement. Okay, and then now you do your form. Now on your form, you're going to come in your form, and you're going to create a thread, right? You have 2 forums this week. One is the discussion board. You're going to take some information. You already wrote the paper, and now paste what you think. In the form, in the discussion, list your business. I'm a hot dog stand, and your number one media. My number one media may be social media, or Facebook, or what, LinkedIn, whatever you want. I don't care. But it has to make sense for who you're going to tell me your target customers are in here. Who's your customer? If you're going to tell me your target customers, Generation Z, which we talked about last time, and Generation Z is people from 10 years old to 20 now, what kind of a media? They're not reading the Wall Street Journal. They're not reading the Daily Herald. They're all online. So then I know, hey, you got a disconnect. You don't know your customer base. You know, or you got the wrong customer and the wrong media, or the wrong client, the wrong media. Good? Okay, so you do that and you post that in there. And then remember, get people to write. Don't look at it as a chore. Get people to read it. Write something in there. Business, the number one. Get something to get their attention. And then in there, if they're not responding to you, respond to them so they feel obligated. Like when you get those charitable donation, you see the child that's sad, or the battered husband or battered wife. I'm not. Look, I'm not making fun. I'm not doing anything, being disrespectful. The whole thing is get your emotions, and then you give. So now this time I've helped somebody else and I responded to him a couple of times. So George is always responding to me. Now I respond to George. I feel obligated to George. That's how you get the network. That's how you get people talking to you. That's what you do. How do you build your social media? You talk to other people. How do you build this? Is look at the social media at a business and a professional level. This is what you'll learn in this class. A skill set. How do I get? If I can't get anyone to respond to me, heck, you're not going to do well in business if you can't get classmates here, and they have to respond to you because it's part of the grade. They got to respond to 6. They want anybody to talk to. Talk to them. Okay, so we have that. We don't have a problem with that. I'm just looking to make sure my mic's recording because I'm really energetic in here. Now, so you're taking care of that. Respond to the people. Get them going. Now, if you notice how I respond to you, I don't respond to everyone one day. That's a chore. What I do, just like your social media, I respond to a few people that I haven't heard from in a while. Try to get people to come into your site. That's what I'm doing. I'm an advertiser. I'm promoting. Hey, read this site. Required every student. Come on. I don't have to do that. You should do that. So I'm doing a couple, and I'll see how the activity goes. Then I come back in. I do a couple more, and I come back. That's what you should do. Read a couple of sites. Come back, just like your social media. Go back, read a couple more. That's how you learn. That's how you get people. Remember, when you're doing advertising and promotion, you don't bombard them all one. You tell them, here's my ad. Here's my thing. Here's some information. I water it. Here's another coupon. I'm always in the media. Whether I'm buying it or not, I see McDonald's, George's hot dog stands, whatever. I see this over. After a while, subconsciously, I want to buy the product. I'm in the store. I'm already here. Let me just try a hot dog here. Been talking about it. For some reason, I got this taste for this hot dog. Or I want to read this book, or I want to buy this product. That's promotional. When you're taking speech classes, some of you haven't, you have to do a persuasive speech. How do I persuade someone to buy something? How do I persuade someone that I am the right person for them to go out on this date? How do I persuade my boss that I'm the next person for promotion? Same logic, same motivation we did before in Herzberger, Maslow, all those motivational techniques is how do I get customers to buy my product or to come to my store or whatever. That's what you're learning here. Utilize this class as a testing. Even though you may not open up the store that you've come up with, you may down the road. How do I do it? Same scenario, same sequence. Okay, now the next one you have here is any questions on the final paper. I'll do this every now and then. I want you to, since remember you're doing the forms, everything else, you're building this paper. You might as well look to see what's required. Go in here. I'm not going to do this. Go in here where it says major paper. Click on there. I got a whole a whole recording, 1 hour. Look at it. Then ask question. On here, like the other questions, ask me a question about the paper. You know what I mean? Or if you have no questions this time, Dr. George, I understand everything. If not, ask the question. I don't have to answer it. Remember, part of building a network is you're helping other people. So if you know the question because you somehow picked everything else up through this in a little more detail, I could do the same presentation. Some people pick up, some takes a couple of times. That's marketing. That's why you see the same ad over till you finally get it. Repetition. That's what they do as instructors. We repeat, but it builds. Eventually, now you understand it. So when you go in here, you may have the answer, respond to it. If you said no questions, you're still required to basically ask questions, look at the reading, just like you're doing on Facebook. You're following. If you don't read everyone, I pick up, oh, okay, this makes it interesting. This one doesn't. I skim through it. I got the response. I chime in, I chime out. That's how I'm going forward. I want this group to basically be a self-managed classroom. I am basically coming in there, viewing, grading you, trying to stimulate the conversation, but I want more and more of you. You're going to see me more. Just spot in, come in. That's how you do your forums. Answer a few questions. Or make it a chore. Make it fun. Come back and learn. Oh, yeah. And now you think about it and answer somebody else's. I haven't heard from this person. How do I get it? Look at that person as a new customer, client. You're trying to bring him in. You're not going to say, hey, you want to buy my product? No, I don't want. Okay, I'm going to go. What kind of salesperson are you? How are you going to get a business going? You got to get them to know you like it. If you want to date with somebody, and I use the relationship. That's what business is, how to build a relationship, through trust. You don't come to my store just because you want to come in there. You come in there because there's something I give you. Either I give you a good feeling, I give you a good atmosphere, I give you good products, I give you free coffee, I give you something. I come in there. You're the innovator, whatever. How do I get customers in there? How do I get people to like me? How do I get people to go out with me? That's all a business is. Come on, class, you could do fine, okay? So you got that. Any questions, I'll respond to it. Remember, I'm in and out, going on there. I want more of you to do. This is a nice group. I think I got 14 in this class. Some are going, some drop out, and it could be some medical reason or some business reason, personal. But come on back in. Come on, don't drop the class. Jeez, you're already in week 8. You at least want to get a C out of my class. Most people here right now, I think on the average, and here I got B's and A's. I got some C's and I got a couple of D's. I got a couple of F's, but those you're coming around. Come on, you got 8 more weeks. Let's go. I'm motivating you. I'm promoting this. Come on, this class is good. You already been up with me so long. You're already used to this. Why start all over? Let's go forward. Take what you could learn. Use these forums, and you do fine. Okay, so let's go back into our weekly assignment. What else do we have here? So you got 50 points. So you have the 2 forums, 20 and 25 here. You've got 35, and then I think you have, where the heck is my, how did I get 50 out of this? Oh, 15 here, and then highlight it, okay? 35, 40, 50. Shoosh. I teach finance. Jeez, come on, I do everything on a calculator. Give me a break, class. All right. If you see me in the hallway, because a lot of students, I sometimes remember your faces. I do come into the main campus. I walk through there because I got classes. I'm also teaching at the University Center at the College of Lake County because they're doing a remodeling, so they're having classes at the University Center. I'm not trying to put a pitch on a University Center, but everyone's having a financial problem. University Center is a good place if you're looking at taking the, there's a lot of universities, public universities in the state, private universities that rent space there, so you could have one-stop shopping at a consortium of a lot of universities. So when you finish here at the College Lake County, you could just take your next 2 years at a 4-year university there. And, it's very nice. And some of you are already in there. Look around while you're there. Check out some of the other 4 universities. A lot of classes are transferable in there. So you got the forums, you got my lectures, you got 15 points on the Learn Smart. I put in parentheses just to get your attention. You've got my full video, remember? Click on these. It gets a full video. This one's 35 minutes. Not too bad. On promotion, 1 chapter. You learn everything you need to know, and it helps you. Take the mind maps. You have the mind maps. I also included the PowerPoint. Some students like the traditional PowerPoint and the mind map. the more information, the more different ways I could take information. I'm only a visual person. I'm a kinesthetic person. As a business owner, you have to utilize all your senses to get customers in. Not only on TV, here I am. Not only through the apps, through social media. Not only through the newspapers, not through the billboard. Everything to get the customers, because you're bombarded with so much stimuli. How do I adjust these just properly, just in enough time to give them in, come in, and reinforce them? The bottom line, I want to come in and find out what a good business, what a good quality I have. What's my message now? What's my message in 6 months will be a little different, or my next marketing campaign, promotional campaign. And now look how other people try to get your attention to buy your product. That's how you learn. It may not be, you may have a hot dog stand, but they're an auto dealer. How do they get people in? Man, I could use that. Remember, it's promotion. All it is a media. It's a means to get people to buy my product, or at least try my product. See what my competitors are doing. I'll walk in there. Okay, in the PowerPoint, and we should do well. Okay, I should be under 15 minutes, please. And remember, look up in here, do your homeworks, go in here, find out what you have, use the second forum, ask questions, and just to say, don't say Dr. George, say Dr. George in class. Can anyone help me? What the heck does Dr. George mean by here? Because I'm just going to always be referring you back in here. All right, and I'll see you in this week's forum. Remember, after this week, the following week, we have a spring break. I'll have a real quick forum just to tell you, enjoy your spring break. Sometimes the spring break falls in with some religious, cultural activities. Sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, you look at it, try to enjoy it, spend a little time with family, try to unwind a little bit. But if you have that spare time when you're bored, because most of us are very active, very interactive, you'll know what you need to do for your homework, and you can kind of prepare it. So when you have not only my homework, but other instructors' homework at the end of this course, it's not that large of a challenge. Because remember, in business, you can't wait till the last minute. I work under pressure. Not when you got 50 projects going. You do as much as a project, and if they all come at a lot of projects sometimes come similar due dates, you have most of it done. You're just basically fine-tuning it, and you're releasing the projects, and you'll get your A's and B's and C's. You want to at least get a C on here. And if you haven't been very active, I don't ask questions, just come back in the forum and let's go for it. All right? Again, my name is Dr. Jordan Mochocki. This is a fully online class offered by the College of Lake County, and I'll see you in our forum or discussion board. I grew up calling it forum. Blackboard calls it a discussion board, and we'll see you later. Bye.